into action. Taylorville will have the basketball. Starters on the floor for the Railers. Block, Bowlby, Cook, Horsham, and Olden.
Good as the Railers looked, I forgot all about Max Cook being on the bench for half of the first half.
I would jokingly say maybe that's the secret, but I'm sure it's not. So Taylorville looking to cut into this 19-point lead. Cutting down the lane, Sheedy had it knocked out of bounds. Good defense by the Railers. Once again, seems like almost on every possession we could have said that here tonight.
Yeah, Sheedy's got to go in a little stronger. He got it slapped away by Gavin, but he made a nice cut, and that looks like something. They haven't thrown it in the post at all in the first half, and that's right away the first thing they did was throw it in the post.
And they tried to throw it off of Bowlby and get it as he came in bounds, and it bounced off of Bowlby but over to Gavin, and Block picked it up. So sort of a schoolyard play that they tried to catch Bowlby on, but the Railers catch a break there. They tried a lob play from Olden to Bowlby, did not work, so the Railers will reset to Tyler, who fires a three and hits again.
Yeah, and one thing, I've seen it before, and now Coach McVicker's already with the timeout, and I've seen where coaches keep their team in for a full halftime, but normally when they come out, if you got a couple minutes, they shoot. They didn't even take a shot. They were out with 2 minutes and no shots for Taylorville. So I don't know if that was designed or Coach Vicker said there's no sense in shooting. But yeah, usually if they do come out when there's any time on the clock left, they'll get a couple shots up.
Well, and just 45 seconds into the third quarter, Josh, and Coach McVickers calls a timeout after Horsham hits a three, and you wonder if it's. Well, we know he's a good three-point shooter, and we know how Coach Alexander gets frustrated when we leave some of their good shooters open. You wonder if Horsham was addressed. They left him open, and Tyler hit the shot.
Well, right away he said, we got to talk. So I don't know if they were in the wrong defense, and some guys thought they were playing man, some thought zone. I don't know what it was, but you would think with a 10-minute half you would have gotten that. But again, somewhat of a team, and there's
three up and good from Willhauer.
There's Willhauer, who's stares at our crowd, and they've got 13 points in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm knowing the Lincoln student section,
they'll
things
have
could
one
get really
coming.
worse.
Yeah, they'll have one coming back.
He fires up an air ball, and it's going to be bad. Oop from Max to Ed with a nice catch, goes down. Reverse layup is good.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. The Railers are screening the backs on the zone against Taylorville, and Ed goes up high, and I don't think anybody can get up quite as high as Ed can for a Taylorville tornado.
Willhauer gets over to McChristy. 6.5 to go in the third. Dust is open in the right corner. He's going to keep firing threes. That's no good. Bowlby had it knocked out of bounds from behind by Folk. And so we've got...
And with that last three-pointer, Taylorville's number 14, Kyle Willhauer, has scored over 1,000 points in his career.
I've never heard that before.
They recognize Kyle Willhauer for
on
going
the
over
road.
1,000 points.
Congratulations, Kyle.
You don't think the students will have fun with that. 6:15 to go. Railers up 34-13. Cook over to Horsham. Railers again working around the perimeter. They had real good ball movement in the first half.
Yeah, don't have anybody at the top, and that's where we were pretty successful early on with Gavin getting to the free throw line, and we've got Gavin and Bowlby now on the blocks too. So I don't know if we were getting ready to set up a play, but we got to keep somebody in the middle.
Jumper on the way. That's up again from Tyler.
Yeah, we saw it. Tyler hit the first one, and generally he'll hit a couple after that. So they're firing him, and that wasn't on the line at all. That was a couple steps back.
And you know what this Railer offense likes to do. If somebody's hot, they're just going to keep getting it to him.
Yeah, and it's not really by design by coach either. So these guys are so unselfish. They'll find the open guy.
And a foul's going to be whistled.
He didn't.
Bowlby. He's going to be whistled on trying to
Bowlby literally,
the baseline.
yeah, didn't touch the guy, and that's an example of where the ref just has to call something. Well, he called the travel. That's what he did.
Team first, out of bounds to the Tornadoes.
5:31 to go here in the third.
We've seen a lot of ticky-tack stuff tonight, especially called on the Railers.
Inside, Sheedy gets Gavin up in the air. Missed the shot. Rebound down to Block. Quickly up to Joey. 2-on-3. To Bowlby cutting down the lane. Kick back out to Olden. Skips it over to Max. Open three on the way and off the front of the rim. That's going to be a last touch out of bounds. And they're going to say that Tyler tipped it. I'm not sure if he did, but...
No, not really a complaint by Tyler.
Yeah.
Not that he generally does, but
you wonder if the look on his face was more frustration of, oh, I should have had that one.
Yeah, it was a hard rebound off, and Taylorville wasn't able to grab it, but can't fault Tyler for going after it.
5:15 to go. Railers up 37-13. Wilhauer over to McChristy. Taylorville into the front court. Down in the corner to Folk. Taylorville really doesn't see anything that looks like a decent shot here thanks to the Railer defense. They get it in to Snyder.
No, Snyder's not going to shoot it again from there.
They get it in 15 feet now. 8 looks like he tried to make a move, tried to pass it out, kicked away. Joey ahead to Gavin. Gavin with the move. Contact by Wilhauer. No call. Gavin gets the rebound. He goes back up underneath against 3 Tornadoes. Won't go down. And he'll go to the line shooting 2.
There are about 3 pump fakes in there for Gavin, but it did the job because he got several Tornadoes up in the air, and Gavin, again, going back to the free throw line. And we talked about it early last week where we thought Gavin and Max and even Bolby can get to the free throw line 5-6 times a game.
Gavin, first free throw, up and good. He now has 8 on the night. Winning score for the Railers tonight, Tyler Horsham has 12. He's made 4 3-pointers. That felt good to say.
Yeah, we've been wanting to see that.
Gavin, second one spins out. 38-13. 4:20 to go in the third. Now is Taylorville going to get it across? They do. Wilhauer makes a move, steps inside the line. Jumper's no good. There's another rebound for Gavin. He's got to be close to double figures in boards.
Yeah, 6 at half, and he's had a couple here. So he's approaching a double-double already here in the third quarter.
Max over to Horsham. Holden on the right side in front of the Railer bench. 4 minutes to go, halfway through the third. Railers on top, 25. Horsham around the perimeter. Joey, a 3 on the way off the back of the rim. No good. Can the Railers track it down? Bounces off a couple heads, and it's going to go back to the Railers.
Yeah, and Gavin keeping it alive again. He got a hand on that, and then Wilhauer got a hand on it and knocked off somebody's head, I think, even by the Tornado. But a good job by Gavin and going for the rebounds again.
Joey on the left side, now to Gavin. Back out to Olden. Ebelair in the contest for Horsham. Peyton played real well in the first half. Gavin tries to go baseline, kicks it out to Cook. Thinks about a pass, instead takes 3, top of the key, spins in and out.
Good job by Ebelair, yeah.
Kept it alive to Joey.
And that's usually Max's shot, right at the top of the key, off some penetration too.
Gavin step inside the line. That's no good. Rebound, had it knocked out of his hands by Bolby, but it'll stay with Taylorville.
Pretty good offensive possession, really, for the Railers. A lot of wide open shots. We just couldn't get him to go down.
And another foul is going to be whistled on the Railers. They're going to get that one on Gavin. That'll be his first of the night. Second on the team, Adam Conradi will check in, and Bolby will head to the bench.
Adam Conradi back in the line for the Railers.
3:13 to go. It is Lincoln 38, Taylorville 13. Wilhauer to McChristy. 3 minutes to go. Snyder at the free throw line. Last place he's looking is the basket. Oh, he takes a dribble, fires up a shot, and got it to go down. The last thing he wanted to do was shoot it. He did, and it went down.
Well, he didn't have much choice. We pretty much parted the Red Sea for him, and he couldn't pass it to anybody.
Max going to keep trying. This one goes down for 3.
Yeah, the last couple look good, and that was another one right at the top of the key. When he steps into it at the top of the key, he's generally money from there.
Max now with 6, 41-15. Dutch tries to make a move. Ball loose. Joey with the steal. Gets it back to Cook. Head to block. There's Max, top of the key. Right side to Olden.
Yeah, keep the ball moving. Let's try and get it inside right there. Yeah.
Conradi on the baseline. Nice ball movement again from the Railers. Gavin 3. Back of the rim, no good. High for the rebound is McChristy for the Tornadoes. Ahead, Wilhauer with the catch between 4 Railers. Kicks it back out. 3 on the way, left way short. Rebound to Snyder. Off the glass, won't go down. Rebound, this time it will.
Come on, Conrad. Adam's got to go in and rebound. He's standing and watching, and he's the biggest guy we got on the court. He's got to go rebound.
41-17, a minute 45 to go. Olden Max again for 3. 2 in a row.
Yeah, they're going to leave him open. He's going to hit it. Get a couple stops here, Railers, and get on the boards.
And a timeout, Taylorville. 30-second timeout.
Timeout taken by Taylorville. It's a full timeout. 1:33 to go. They're taking time. We will as well. 44-17. Back in a moment with more Lincoln Railer basketball. Max Cook with the 9th 3 of the night for the Railers. His third. He has 9 points. Josh, the Railers are on top now, 44-17. A pretty dominating performance from the Railers so far tonight.
Yeah, Taylorville's really not gotten anything going, obviously, with only 17 points. But, yeah, they ran into a pretty good defense that's been playing pretty well through the first 5 games of the season, and you can put this one down for the 6th.
Willauer over to McChristie. I think Taylorville's probably down to just 1 timeout, something that cost them in the JV game when Railers were able to hit a couple technical free throws late in overtime because they called a timeout and didn't have any.
Right.
On the baseline, Sheedy. Back out to McChristie. Minute to go in the third. Sheedy's 3 on the way is good. Sheedy's first points of the night, 44-20. Cook, Block, Olden, Ebelair, Conradi on the floor for Coach Neil Alexander.
I'd like to see a post up by Adam or something, or a back door, or something other than we've been shooting a lot of threes here lately.
Yeah, but you know in his heart maybe Adam wants to fire off a 3 at the end of the quarter. Joey comes around a screen. Railers run a little weave out high. 27 seconds to go.
They'll go for the last second shot.
Max. There's Joey. Looked to go backdoor. Wasn't there to Ebelair. Max comes around a screen. Ball tipped around over to Olden. Olden, free throw line. Max with 13 seconds to go. Max will back it out.
Yeah, good job by Max, senior right there. Knows the clock, 14 seconds left, and he knows that wasn't time to get a shot off.
5 down to 4. Got to look at something. And a 5 count whistled on Max. 5-second violation. So the ball gets turned over to Taylorville, and now in hindsight, you wish maybe he would have taken it.
Kind of look, I thought he had separation. You know, at 6 feet, I thought he had 6 feet on one of those moves.
McChristie, half-court shot, will not go down. At the end of 3, Lincoln in control. It is Lincoln 44, Taylorville 20. Back of the fourth quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball. Fourth quarter of action underway. Railers the basketball. Will Cook, Austin Cruz in the lineup for the Railers. They join Peyton Ebelair, Max Cook, and Edward Bowlby for Lincoln. Ebelair had it taken away, and a foul is going to be whistled on the Tornadoes. Or do they get that on Ebelair? Nope, we got it on Taylorville, got it on Willauer, his second on the team. Certainly not a lot of fouls called on Taylorville here tonight.
No, there hasn't. And they haven't played real aggressive defense. You know, the Railers have really had their way. We've made a lot of threes, so usually that, constitutes not any fouls. But the Railers have not been aggressive, real aggressive to the hole either. As Max hits another 3.
Max came around a nice pass from Will Cook. Max hitting the 3. He's hit 3 in a row. He now has 12. And a foul is going to be whistled on Will Cook.
It's all right, Will. Aggressive play. They're going for a steal.
Will picks up his 4th foul.
Fouls on Lincoln's number 12. Will Cook is 4th.
7:20 to go. Lincoln on top, 47-20. Lincoln came in averaging, giving up just 35 points a contest, scoring 47 themselves. So above average, it looks like scoring-wise. As turning from the free throw line and hitting is Champley, his second basket of the night. Railers on top, 47-22. Bowlby over to Will Cook. Will makes a move down the lane, out to Bowlby, 18-footer. No good. Ebelair tips it back out, and it's going to be corralled by Taylorville. Taylorville into the front court, down by 25. Josh, we talked about as the pass is tipped away on the ground. Will does a nice job of getting it, and Timeout taken by the Railers, so a good job by Will. 30-second timeout taken by the Railers, so Will does a nice job getting down on the floor to save that possession with the timeout. You know, we talked earlier about the confidence Taylorville had in winning that tournament. Maybe we took for granted, maybe the Railers picked up a lot of confidence going 5-0 last week, and it's a dangerous combination coming in here when you're playing the Railers, but even more dangerous when you're playing a confident Railers team.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. You know, there's a lot of people that probably thought Cahokia would come in last week and walk away with it, but you know, they started to not play as well toward the end of the tournament, and the Railers just kept getting better. We talked about it last week where we didn't look good really on Monday and Wednesday, but the time Friday and Saturday came along, the Railers were clicking pretty well.
6:20 to go in our contest. Bowlby makes a move to the baseline. Pull-up jumper is good.
Yeah, that's nice right there. Two dribble pull-up by Ed Bowlby, and generally he's going to have the biggest guy that the opponent has, and if he can do that, he can score a lot of points.
49-22 as McChristy, or make that Sheedy, dribbles it off his foot out of bounds. And you got to have a feeling that we're going to see some folks get a little extra playing time here tonight as Adam Conrady in for Bowlby. Evil Air will head to the bench as Jordan Perry into the contest for the first time, and I think that's the first of a few substitutions here.
Yeah, I think you'll, one game this week, but you also want, if you're coach out, you also want your starters to get some time because one game a week, and then you got 4 days of practice.
Max pull up for three, left it way short. Rebound comes down to Champley, and a foul is going to be whistled on Max Cook. Max with his third, fourth on the team. 5:47 to go. Railers on top, 27. Keith Swigert into the contest for the first time for Taylorville. Rhymes, and I tell you, he had a lot of trouble against this Railer pressure in the first half. Rhymes did.
Yeah, they pressured him pretty well.
Nice move up and under by Taylorville's Dust. Rebound comes down to Jordan Perry. Railers get into the front court. Austin Cruz on the right wing. Back to Max Cook. Over to Will.
Let's see Conrady just take him one-on-one and back him down like the old NBA style.
How about a spin move and a throw down in the lane?
That'd be nice.
Will getting a lot of contact, and finally a foul is going to be whistled on Swigert, his first third-team foul for Taylorville. Yeah, if you were here for Meet the Railers, you saw some pretty impressive easy dunks from Adam Conrady of the two-hand variety. Bobby Janowski into the contest for the Railers. Max Cook will take a seat. Will Cook over to Jordan Perry. Hit from there earlier this year, in and out.
I think that's his favorite spot. I think he's taken 3 threes this year, and they've all come from there, and the first one was nothing but net.
That may have been why it's his favorite spot.
That could be.
Ball tipped away into the hands of Donofsky. Back to Austin Cruz. So on the floor, you've got Conrady, Donofsky, Cruz, Perry, Will Cook. For the Railers, who are up 27, 4:40 to go in our contest.
Yeah, I see Adam run right to the block and go get him the ball.
Will Cook, got to watch the 5 count. Gets into the lane, gets it over to Conrady, off the glass, and good.
Yeah, when he can catch right there, he's real tough to stop because Adam's so big and so wide. He's really hit the weight room over the summer. He's boy's got some big shoulders on him, and it's tough to block his shot.
Down the lane, tried to scoop it up and under, tried to get it around Conrady. Ball loose on the floor. It was the last one to hit it was Adams, so it will stay with Taylorville. So they tried to combat the size of Conrady by bringing Snyder in. Although Snyder didn't look like he was real comfortable playing below the free throw line.
No, he wasn't too comfortable with the ball, I don't think. But, this Taylorville team will improve. There's no question. They've got some good athletes. They've got a couple kids that can shoot the basketball. They just ran into a really good defense tonight.
Rhymes across the Railer defense. Swigert back to Rhymes. Halfway through our fourth. Railers on top, 51-22.
Yeah, Donofsky doing a good job of getting out on the shooters. We've done a good job tonight, Jeff, of just attacking the shooters, and I think that was probably a point of emphasis this week in practice is make Taylorville do something different than just stand and shoot.
A 2 bounce pass got through the Railer defense. Snyder with a little jump hook. Well, there was a lot of jump and not much hook. Perry on the right wing, back on top to Will Cook. Will drives in, back to Perry. Cruz. To Will Cook, now to Donofsky.
Yeah, now get it to him. Get it to him.
He's open.
See, we're so not accustomed, we're just not accustomed to throwing the ball down there. And our guys, our guards have trouble, and they're not confident in getting in the ball.
Will Cook flips back over to Donofsky. 3:10 left. Perry to Cook. Makes a move. Throws it up. Won't go down. Conrad, he tried to corral it. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Adam. It'll head to Taylorville.
Yeah, Adams. He did a good job of trying to tip it back in. That was a little too far. If you're around the rim, a little closer to the rim, you can do that. But that time he should have just grabbed it with two hands and went back up strong.
Swigert in the corner. Champley makes a move, flips out to Dust. Swigert, 3 on the way, just barely hit the side of the rim. It'll trickle out of bounds. And with 2:46 to go here at Roy S. Anderson, Railers up 29.
A quiet crowd, and a good crowd, though. It was really from the beginning, the Railers were in control, and then once the three started to fall, the lead just continued to grow, and the fans were been kind of quiet, but another good crowd for the Railers, and Taylorville brought a nice crowd also.
Last year, the first conference game of the season down in Taylorville, Railers won by 30. Nice pass from Cruz to Conrad.
That's 2 points. Good. That's 2 points every time. You get him the basketball that low, and there won't be anybody in our league that can stay with him. He's really a pretty good athlete, and the size is too much.
Skip it across, Rhymes at the top of the key. And you got to figure the quarterback from the football team, Austin Cruz, is going to put it exactly where he
needs it. Right on that palm where he was wanting it.
2 minutes to go here. Railers up 31. Dust 3, left it short again. Snyder with the catch, tried to throw it in off the glass. He missed it. And Conradi another rebound. Timeout's being taken by Taylorville, I believe, just for the point of getting subs in.
Looks like number 5, Mr. Hop, will enter the varsity action for the first time this year. Had 20 points as the sophomore team was victorious today in overtime, 46-42. Aaron Hop had led the scoring with 20 points.
Got a quick score update. Lanfear's up 16 midway through the third quarter. Chatham with a 20-point lead. They are in the fourth. Donofsky on the left side. Of course, Lanphier taking on SHG. Glenwood taking on Rochester. As Will Cook tried to go down to the baseline, he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. 1:38 left in this one. Railers in control, and the 3 players who have yet to get in for varsity action have moved closer to the coaches, which is always a good sign for them, as Will Cook's first free throw goes in.
Whether they did that on themselves or the coaches actually told them to come down, we're yet to find out, but they'll generally probably get back into the action here.
Will makes the second one, 55-22. Stolen away underneath. Will with the layup is good. So a quick score for Will
Nice
Cook.
pass, nice steal by Cruz and a nice pass. You can expect him to put it on the money. As you said, Jeff, the quarterback on the football team, and nice steal and a great pass.
57-22. 3 from the right side is no good. Fighting for the rebound. Still trying to track it down. Cruz, they're going to say it hit the baseline, so it'll stay with Taylorville. And that's the one thing you like about this Lincoln team. It's a little over a minute to go, up 35, but the way they're hustling and going after it, they're not even looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's the way they've been taught. They just no give up, and there's always a play to be made, and the Railers just keep fighting regardless of the score. You may have to knock the press off or back to half court, but they're going to still play hard. Here's Cruz in for the I thought he was going to lay it. I thought he was going to throw it down, but Cruz, he gets in the scoring column with an easy layup as nobody picked up Cruz, and he went from coast to coast all the way in for the layup.
Just like he was heading for the end zone.
Right.
Now tipped away again by Will Cook. They tried to get it back to him. 40 seconds to go. 59-22. Inside, out. Another 3 on the way. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Put back. That won't go down. Another try, and a foul is going to be whistled. Send Taylorville to the line.
We have a foul on number 5, Aaron Hop.
31 seconds to go. Hop with his first, 5th on the team. Free throw on the way, spins good. That's Langen. First free throw Taylorville has made tonight. 1 of 4 from the line. Missed that one badly, last touch. And they're going to say Austin was the last one to touch it. So it'll stay with Taylorville with 30 seconds to go. And the Railers up 59-23. Connor Patrick to inbound into the contest for Taylorville. Get it in the corner. Swigert's 3. Shoots up an air ball. Tracked down by Jordan Perry. Jordan will bring it up along the right side. Back out to Will Cook. Will over to Perry from that same spot. Left it short. Ball on the ground. Picked up by the Tornadoes. 15 seconds to go. Knocked away. Ball loose again. Perry's down there. And a foul is going to be whistled on Perry as he tried to track down the loose ball. Knocked over the Taylorville player.
Yeah, good hustle by Perry. Getting after the ball.
12 seconds to go. I think we can put this one in the win column.
Yeah, an impressive one too, and a good one by the Railers. We talked about, there's a lot of things that are going on in the next couple weeks as far as your starting Central State 8 play, and you want to get a good seed also for the Collinsville tournament.
Drive to the basket is missed by Patrick. Ball loose, rolls out of bounds, and so the clock will tick away as Austin Cruz will inbound it to Will Cook. And that is our final here at Roy S. Anderson with Lincoln getting the big win. It is Lincoln 59, Taylorville 23. Railers improved to 6-0 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. Taylorville drops to 4-1. They are 0-1 in the Central State 8. Again, the final score, it is Lincoln 59, Taylorville 23. We'll be back with the post-game show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.